My rich husband turned out to be a filthy beggar. Notice the terrible inscription on his cardboard sign.
I lost my family in a terrible fire. Help me collect money for the funeral.
You said you had a successful startup.
Yes, this is it. How else would I earn enough money for your Vuitton? Now, get out of here. You'll scare off my investors.
We hadn't been in need of money for a long time. I owned a lifestyle blog, for which I filmed reviews of my brand handbags. It so happened that they were all bought with dirty money. That evening, Roger apologized for deceiving me. Will you stop panhandling now?
Why? Of course not. I'm just glad I don't have to hide it from you anymore.
The next day started with his morning routine. My husband meticulously thought through his corporate dress code.
Honey, paint some bruises under my eyes. Let people think I spent the night crying from grief.
The final touch was the stench of our dumpster.
Can you smell it? That's the smell of money.
Why can't you find a normal job and stop embarrassing me? Roger claimed that he was willing to quit for me, but only if I gave up on new designer bags. Plus, I'd have to sell the ones I already had.
Are you ready to change your life that much?
Roger asked me to drop him off at work. His smell made me sick all the way there. Yet, I felt so humiliated that I couldn't even open the windows. When he asked me to stop by the church, I breathed a sigh of relief.
Cool, right? I barely managed to secure this spot. A week here, and I'll earn enough money to afford the exclusive purse of your dreams.
However, Roger's plans were disrupted by an old woman who got there first.
Get out of here.
Leave her alone. Can't you see she's blind?
Relax. She's pretending to.
Jerk! You won't earn anything with that sign anyway.
I relieved the stress by going shopping at my favorite boutique. I was admiring the purse I had dreamed of for so long, when suddenly I felt nauseous again.
Man, now you have to buy it.
But I don't have that much money right now. I had to leave my car as collateral and walk back home. Then, upon getting sick for a third time, I guessed something was wrong. A test confirmed my suspicions. I was pregnant. My husband was thrilled with the news and vowed to work twice as hard.
All right. I'm going to secure a spot at the station tomorrow.
His plan, though, never came to fruition. That night, Roger didn't come home. I was afraid that he had gotten into a conflict with a homeless person. So I went looking for him in the most dangerous parts of the city. Excuse me, have you seen this man?
I sure did. That fool was hit by a car.
Roger was in the hospital and looked terrible. But not even that made him end his career.
What are you doing? Your leg won't heal properly and you'll be disabled.
Awesome! I'll make twice the money.
The doctor thought my husband was insane.
He refused treatment and wants to be discharged right away. For it to happen, you'll have to sign here.
Honey, this is a chance to double our income. We have to buy the car back. The baby will be born soon. Plus, you need new handbags too.
I didn't sign the refusal of treatment. Instead, I asked the doctor for something else. Can you prescribe a course of sedatives for my husband? I want him to rest and come to his senses. I went to see Roger a few days later.
Hurry up. Take me to the station. A broken leg and wheelchair will triple my earnings.
No, you'll never panhandle again. Roger immediately fell silent once he noticed that I had the car again.
But how?
Let's go. I'll show you. When my husband ended up in the hospital, shopping stopped satisfying me. And I sold all my handbags.
So what? Even if we save money, we won't have enough.
I'm not going to save. I'm going to earn. With the money I made, I started my own handbag production. After all, I had been reviewing them for years and knew everything about the business. Thanks to my blog's audience, I already have a bunch of pre-orders.
And you did it while I was in the hospital?
Yes. I beg you, stop hurting yourself for me. We need you safe and sound. Roger agreed. Then he began removing the cast. However, there was a perfectly healthy leg underneath. As it turned out, my husband did have a successful startup and was just pretending to be a beggar.
I was worried that my beloved wife had forgotten the value of money while wasting her potential. I'm sorry I motivated you with such a harsh method.
At that moment, I wanted to break his other leg. Yet, I no longer resented Roger. Because of him, I became the person I always dreamed of being. Remember, we own things temporarily, but achievements stay with us forever.